My passion to help women with severe migraines come from my past struggles. For 15 plus years, I struggled with just many low valleys of migraines. I was probably, I call it flatlined, not heart attack flatline, but on my back and totally out of it for about, probably a good 70% of my year. I wonder, do any of you suffer from migraines that put you in a position of not being able to see, to hear, to communicate, to eat, not even to roll over? Not functioning was just, you couldn't function. It was just not an option when they struck me. There were days when my brain couldn't even comprehend what my surroundings were. There are days I can't even remember what happened. If anybody talked to me, I would have no clue. Then you would have the brain freeze after them. And by that, what that was, it was like my mind couldn't function, I guess is a good way of saying it. It was, you could ask me a question and, okay, I'm processing it. Now, how am I going to answer it? It was like the brain could process, then it couldn't process, and then I couldn't speak it. That would last for another good, probably 24 hours. It was just a constant struggle, and I can tell you this journey was absolutely ugly, totally ugly. At the time, I had no clue what the enemy was, and truthfully, neither did my neurologist. They just kept piling on medications for me, thinking that the next thing was going to help. And I had all the faith in the world that the next thing was going to help, but nope. But currently, this is why my mission is to bring people to the other side like I have. First and foremost, I think we have to learn to be our own health advocate. And by that, I mean we have to investigate, we have to research, we have to find all those missing links. And truthfully, when you live the life of migraines, your life is forever taken away during those times. Mine, personally, were not ones that just put me down for a day. No. I would go down anywhere from 3 to 5, even 7 days. I would just buckle. The minute they hit me, I would buckle, I'd go down, and I'd be out within minutes. There was really not any kind of a forewarning. Could never link what was, a timing to them, anything like that. But they would occur anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. Yeah, every 3 to 6 weeks, I would buckle and go down for that length of time. And sometimes they would get so bad, I would be taken to the emergency room because I was so violently ill that they would put me in a medical coma. That was another whole episode coming out of that. But after about, they escalated, and it was about 15 years in that I finally thought, you know what, this isn't good. Number one, I was becoming suicidal. I can recall exactly the day I said to my husband, just take a sledgehammer to my head, smash it to smithereens. I can't do this anymore. That's when I got a wake-up call, like, okay, we can't do this anymore. It was time really to take the situation in my own hands. I had to become responsible to make the changes. So I went off all the medications, which that is another whole talk I can give, because that was ugly. Talk about ugly. That was ugly too. But it was a journey that I had to make, and there was no doctor that was going to help me through that journey coming off the medications, because they'd already put me on the path I was on and I wasn't happy with it. So we have to learn, and I learned what the triggers were for migraines. I researched, I dug deep, because what was my trigger doesn't mean, or triggers, I had multiple triggers, doesn't mean that that's going to be your trigger. But I have done enough research that we can find and start narrowing them down to help you correlate when things happen. And I can almost tell, yeah, I mean, you have to look at your food, your personal care products, your laundry products, especially really look at your cleaning products. And this is only just the surface, y'all. There is so much to look at, and it's bit by bit, and pretty soon you turn around, or at least I turned around in this journey and was like, wow, I have been migraine free for 10 years. 10 years. And this again is my journey and why I am so mission focused, purpose driven to help women that are struggling with migraines learn and investigate what triggers them, learn and hear and figure out what you need to eliminate, make choices and changes so that you can regain and live a full, vibrant life again. Blessings. May you have wellness, purpose, and abundance.